Hello everybody, I am back with another mod showcase, and this is once again of a mod I've created called the Heroes Universe mod. Now, this mod, as of yesterday, has come out, and yeah, it adds in tons of characters from DC and Marvel. So, for those of you who don't know, I am a huge fan of those franchises. They mean a lot to me, and I wanted to show some of that love in Minecraft. So, yeah, I want to clarify this right now. Um, there are other superhero mods out there, and they are excellent. So, I am not trying to compete with other superhero mods because a lot of them are truly great. I just want to see what I could do with it. And yeah, let's get into it. So, I will not be showing you any crafting recipes in this video, mostly because everybody has JEI, so you can just use that. And also, that would be way too long, so I'm not going to show crafting recipes in this video. That said, I will cover some of the machines and ores you can find. But, starting with the suits, there are 25-ish suits. I should have counted, but really, I'm stupid, so around 25. So the heroes currently in the game are Captain America, Iron Man, the Incredible Hulk, Thor, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Black Panther, Daredevil, the Human Torch, Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, The Thing, Ant-Man, and Venom. Going over to the DC heroes, we have Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Aquaman, Martian Manhunter, Shazam, the Atom, Robin, I am lagging, the Joker, and Professor Zoom. Now, this mod is far from done. There will be tons more superheroes added. Next update, we're going to get more X-Men and Teen Titans characters, so look forward to that. But yeah, this mod's far from done, so just keep that in mind. What you see in this video is not the end result. There will be more. So yeah, each one of these suits gives you different abilities to varying degrees. I tried to balance them out as much as I could, and I tried to make it to where you're powerful, but you're also still vulnerable. Like you aren't indestructible with the suits, but you're still powerful. That's a problem that I have with a lot of superhero mods, is that the suits / powers make you a bit indestructible. I didn't really want that. I wanted more of a balanced system to where it's still challenging. And I want, like, let's say you want to be Batman, you should be able to go up against Superman. Superman will obviously still have the edge, but Batman still stands somewhat of a chance against him if you're like PvPing with your friends and stuff. So that's just something to keep in mind with all these suits. So next, I'm going to move on to some of the machines in the game. So currently, there are 3 machines in the game. You have the Hero Data Collection, which the entire mod is really based around. You have the Batcomputer, and you have the Interdimensional Portal. Now, the Hero Data Collection is the big one. It looks like this big PC thing. If I can right-click it, it brings me to the main menu. Now, as you can see, hero suits, materials, alternate suits, bosses, and character bios. For character bios, you must be wearing a full character suit to view their bios. So obviously it's not doing anything right now because I'm not wearing a suit. But when you are, it will show you all their powers and abilities, so you won't have to like discover it for yourself, because that would be terrible if you didn't even know what the heroes did. Hero suits. Most suits you can craft, but some suits like Daredevil, Atom, and Shazam, plus a few characters in the future, you will need to obtain them through the Hero Data Collection. So what you do is you essentially trade them off for XP. Daredevil, obviously, since he's a bit weaker, is lower, but people like Atom and Shazam are like pretty expensive. So if I can try to buy Daredevil, as you can see, you not have enough XP to purchase this item. So yeah, if you do have enough, it'll delete stuff. It'll delete the XP from your inventory, but I need to change the time. So anyway, like I said, it will delete the XP from your inventory. so you can't just spam it. But yeah, if I can go to materials, some materials you can only obtain through the data collection. So for example, kryptonite. Kryptonite is actually also obtainable through the Batcomputer, but I'll go over that in a minute. Uru, which is how you craft Thor, Amazonian Steel, which is how you craft Wonder Woman, and Speed Force for the Flash. These are only obtainable through the data collection, so if I can hit Speed Force, as you can see, it gives me extracted Speed Force energy, which is what I use to craft the Flash and maybe a few other heroes in the future. But alternate suits, this is interesting. So alternate suits is basically a different version of the hero or a different costume that they've worn throughout the years. In the Flash's case, he has his Wally West skin, which is actually, unlike other alternate suits, it's a bit stronger than the base suit. But you need to obtain the base suit first before obtaining the alternate, so that way, I don't know, there's just a little bit of progression in the game. The other two alternate suits in the game, which are obtainable through other means, are Batman's 1966 Adam West suit and the Spider-Man symbiote suit. So, yeah, bosses. There are 3 bosses currently in the game, which is Professor Zoom. Professor didn't fit in here, so I just had to put Zoom. Joker, and Venom. To obtain the villain suits, you need to buy the villain spawn, defeat the villain, and obtain their suit. So that's the only way you can obtain villain suits in this game currently. So yeah, I just want to make it to where like you have to craft the heroes to get the villains, because the villains are pretty powerful, and you do not want to take them on without having a hero suit. Going over some of the ores in the game, these are stuff you can find in caves and whatnot. First, you have the vibranium. I do plan on adding a Wakanda dimension or biome in the future, so that will be the only way you'll be able to obtain vibranium. But for now, it's just in caves and stuff, so yeah, it will change in the future though. Titanium, uranium, Atlantean steel, which Atlantean steel is only found in the water, so you can't it's found in oceans and rivers and stuff. And then Martian gem ore, which you have to go to Mars to get. That's how you craft Martian Manhunter. More on Mars in a little bit. But for now, I'm just going to show you some of these suits in the mod. I'm not going to show you all of them because that would get a bit redundant, and I don't want this video to be too long. But if I can grab Batman, I might as well show the Batcomputer right now. As you can see, Batman, this is actually not the same suit. Yeah, I know my skin looks weird on it. If your skin looks normal, you'll look normal, don't worry. This Batman's a bit different from the default over here. As you can see, this is more black, well, this is more blue. So, I'm just going to show this off. The Batcomputer, which, by the way, I'm just going to briefly go over Batman. Batman has jump boost 2 since he's acrobatic and stuff. Strength 2 since he's a fighter. And when you sprint, you get speed 1. So that's Batman for you. But if I can go over to the Batcomputer, let's say I take my helmet off. You must be wearing a full Batman suit to access the Batcomputer. So if you're not Batman, you can't access the Batcomputer because that would be stupid. So, jumping. If I can click this, there are 4 different things you can do. First is the Wayne Tech shop, which is how you buy the Bat gadgets. As you can see, both Bat suits are in here, but you can also buy a Batarang, a grapple gun, and hand grenades, all for varying XP levels. The global market. I added this in sort of to give Batman an edge since he's not too strong, but the global market, since Bruce Wayne is a billionaire, he should have access to things pretty cheap. So as you can see, kryptonite is much cheaper now in the Batcomputer. Iron is pretty cheap. You can get diamonds and gold and emeralds and stuff just by, being Batman and accessing the Batcomputer. So that's just a fun way to incorporate Bruce Wayne's billionaire side into the mod. The Bat family suits. The only other member of the Bat family currently is Robin. I do plan on adding Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Robin, Red Hood later as the mod progresses, but for now it's just Robin. You can only obtain Robin through the Batcomputer, so you can't craft him or anything. Which Robin does have a few edges over Batman. He's a bit faster and can jump a bit higher. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, the theme song. Well, that was exciting. So yeah, that's the Batcomputer for you. Finally, I'm going to go over the Interdimensional portal because it's right here. I might as well. If I can right-click it, it says, "Where are you traveling?" There are three options. There's another dimension in the mod, but I'll go over that when I cover Ant-Man. You have the Overworld, which doesn't cost any XP. You have Mars, which costs 10, and the Negative Zone, which costs 10. Mars is obviously to get Martian Manhunter, and the Negative Zone is to get the Fantastic Four. You also will have to go there to get Doctor Strange and stuff when he is added into the mod. But there's a catch to this, so you might teleport into like a solid wall, as you can see down here. Be prepared in case that happens, because it's happened to me. It's a glitch that I'm trying to fix, but make sure you have a good pickaxe on you, or else, so you can mine your way out of that situation. You also must place another portal in the dimension you're in, or else you'll be trapped there forever, unless you die, but you don't want to die. When you craft the portal, it'll give you 2, so you have enough for a round trip between dimensions. So if I go to Mars, which I actually can't if I'm not wearing either Superman, Thor, or Martian Manhunter, you'll suffocate if you don't. If I go to Mars, I'll need to craft another portal and place it down. So just keep that in mind when you're playing this mod and traveling through dimensions. Finally, I'm going to cover some of the other suits of the mod. Like I said, I'm not going to cover all of them, but just a few of them. So if I can grab Martian Manhunter and put him on. Martian Manhunter is a favorite of mine, for those of you who don't know. It is turning night again. I should fix that. So Martian Manhunter is one of the strongest characters in the mod. He is insanely powerful. He has strength 4 and resistance 2. His armor is about as strong as diamond. He can fly. And each hero, by the way, has an ability. I didn't show this was Batman. He has night vision. But each hero has... Actually, no. I take that back. Some heroes have 1 ability. Some heroes have 2. Some heroes have none. So it depends. When I say ability, I mean a key that you press to give them certain powers. So with Martian Manhunter, his first ability, ability A, is... If I can hit the B button, I go invisible. As you can see, you can't see my hand anymore. I just one-hit a pig. And just hit B again. You'll go back to normal. So you can just toggle your invisibility. His next ability is laser vision, which it's not too effective in combat, but if you want to mess around and just burn stuff, it's pretty cool. So as you can see, there's a sound effect to go along with it. There's no animation yet, but I will add one eventually. If you just want to wreak havoc in your world and cause as much destruction as possible, this is a great way to, you know, just completely obliterate the map and stuff. That said, Martian Manhunter is not fire resistant, so make sure you don't get anywhere near that. So that's Martian Manhunter. Like I said, he's the only one. Actually, no. Him, Superman, and Thor, since they're all aliens, are the only ones that can survive on Mars without suffocating. So to get Martian Manhunter, you need to have obtained either Thor or Superman first, or, you know, you'll like suffocate, and that'll be really bad. So don't do that. The next character I'll be showing is Wolverine. Wolverine is currently the only X-Men character, though more are coming in the next update. Wolverine's armor is not that strong, but he more than makes up for it with his regeneration. More on that later. He has jump boost 3, speed, and strength. So Wolverine he's decent normally. But I know you're wondering where his claws are. if I can hit ability A. As you can see, it damages me a little bit because, you know, Wolverine, his, when he extracts his claws, he kind of bleeds. These claws have 16, or 1.6, I read that wrong, sorry. 1.6 attack speed and 17 attack damage. So you are really, really good with these claws. To extract them, you just right click. You'll take some more damage, but yeah. So you can just spam this if you want to kill yourself, but I do not recommend that. So I know you're asking what about his regeneration. Regeneration with armor ticks is a bit weird. It has to do with coding and stuff and how it resets every tick. So instead of him having regeneration all the time, instead you need to press a button. So if I can press ability B, which is C in my case, I get regeneration 4 for 10 seconds. So if I can right click this, as you can see, I'm regenerating basically instantly. Next, I'm going to go over Iron Man, probably the one a lot of people wanted to see. Iron Man, as you can see, it actually gives this little HUD over it. So it says Iron Man Model 3 active. This is based on the third model in the comics. So for those of you wondering why it doesn't look like the MCU Iron Man, because it's based on the comic one. So just letting you know that. Equipped weapons in this suit are repulsor blast and laser cannons. So if I can press B, it gives a small explosion. And there's a little sound effect to go along with it. And then the lasers, just like Martian Manhunter's laser vision, you can just burn whatever you want. He can fly, so that's something, I guess. He also has Strength 1 and Resistance 1. More Iron Man suits will be added later in the game, but currently there's just one suit. I will add more suits in the future, though. Iron Man is probably one of the character I can expand most upon. Next, I'm going to go over Venom, who is a bit different than everyone else. I'm going to get rid of this pork because Venom is a bit different than everyone else because his suit you do not get normally. Instead, after defeating Venom, you get the symbiote, and you have to put it in this injection. Hulk works the same way about how you have to inject yourself with a serum and stuff. So if I can right-click this, you get poisoned for a short while, but you become Venom once you inject yourself with it. So yeah, you're now the symbiote. To transform back into a normal person, you just hit B, and then you're normal again. I keep hearing that zombie in the background. Whatever. Once again, just press B again to transform back into Venom. I also added something interesting. When you press ability B, in my case C, you get the best line in all of cinema history. If you could hear that, it said. Lastly, I'm going to go over one of my favorite characters, Ant-Man. Ant-Man is practically the same as Adam. They both have access to the quantum realm, but I'm just going to go with Ant-Man since he's the preferred version he's my preferred character. So Ant-Man cannot shrink in the overworld, unfortunately. I am working on that. I want to add to where he can shrink and grow, but I'm just not that advanced yet. That said, he does have something different. If I can hit B, as you can see, it gives a mass alteration, so you can either go normal, or you can actually shrink to subatomic size and go to the atomic level, which I'll show in a minute. But first, I would need to caution that this is another thing that I want to fix. Subatomic shrinking could lead to a major world displacement when you grow back to normal. So you want to have a compass or something when you travel back to the world. Like teleporting, you might also end up in a solid wall when you grow back. So just make sure that you don't, Just make sure that you're prepared when you travel into the quantum realm. But to travel into the quantum realm, just simply hit subatomic size. It loads for a little bit. And as you can see, I am now at the atomic level to where, I've shrunken down to subatomic size, and you can see all these atoms around me. So the use for this is, notice how they're all different colors. These are all actually different materials you can get. So for example, the red is redstone. If I can mine this. So yeah, the quantum realm is essentially an infinite resource generator. So this kind of makes Adam and Ant-Man like two of the most powerful characters in the game. Combat-wise, they're basically useless, but when it comes to obtaining resources, this is like one of the best things one of the best suits you can possibly craft, because it's basically infinite to the point where I'm probably going to have to decrease the spawn rate of these atoms because it's just a bit too much. You can find iron and gold and diamonds in this, so yeah, that's just something. Mind you, if you do like travel too far into this, you will go into the void and die. So don't go too far down. But yeah, to grow back, you just hit normal size. As you can see, I am stuck in a wall now because I'm stupid. So that's all I really have to show you guys for right now. There is a lot more to go over, but I really don't want to make this video too long. So yeah, if you like what you see, please rate, comment, subscribe, whatever that cliche saying is. If you want to download this mod for yourself, the link is in the description. So feel free to do that. Also, feel free to hit the link and join the official mod Discord. I always love talking with you guys on there. You can also get some exclusive sneak peeks and stuff that I do not normally share on my YouTube channel. So yeah, that's really all I have to say for right now. So until next time, see you guys later.